quick look at our restrooms. We have 4 stalls down to 2. Soon down to 1 if we can't repair this one. And in the men's side, we have the 1 stall that's still serviceable. A lot of the materials you see here are repurposed. A lot of people, when they're renovating their homes, they'll donate their materials to the rink, and we try to make good use of it here. But it would be good to update this and try to make this a little newer and presentable. Another thing we'd like to do with the winnings is place a asphalt pad out here, because right now it's just gravel and dirt, and we end up tracking most of that onto the ice. But what we have done temporarily is place down some mats where we just go straight in and straight out, dump the snow, and then come back in. But it would be nice to have that asphalt pad. One thing that I've done recently too is put up our banners from past years. And as you can notice, there's a gap in years. Go from 85, 86 to 2000, 2003, up to last couple years. As you can see, the little bleachers we do have isn't adequate enough when we have a large turnout to game. So what we'd like to see done maybe is have the bleachers span the length of the ice surface, maybe raise it, and underneath we would have dressing rooms. And that's one of the plans we would have with the grand prize money. It would be quite the undertaking and quite the expense, but in the end it would definitely be worth it. Zamboni will leave the occasional bump on the ice. This is our canteen area. This little pan here, and this little grill is where they do most of their cooking. It'd be nice to get a full-fledged canteen in here. It's very, very basic. Outside shot of the canteen. Another issue with it is the lack of plugs. A lot of times we'll have 2 things plugged in and they'll just trip the breaker. So a little upgrade there with the electrical too is what we need. Take a look at the dressing rooms. We have 3. This is 1 here. Shower stall with roughed in, so definitely needs work. This is our electrical room. Also have a bit of storage in here as well. You can see it's very packed in there. It'd be nice to have just a little bit more room in here. This is our storage room. Not much room. It'd be nice to, if we could make it a little bit larger, to be able to hang up the equipment properly. And look at the front lobby. floor cement was just painted. It's tough to maintain and keep clean and presentable. Like I said, it was just painted, but still definitely needs an update.
Go?
Yeah.
One other thing we'd like to implement is replacing the 400-watt incandescent bulb with an LED alternate to save us on energy costs. Because right now we're just using the 3 banks of lights to save on money. With the LED, we'd be able to turn them all on and leave it on pretty much all the time. Another upgrade that's sorely needed is an upgrade to our penalty box and timekeeper area. As you can tell here, the timekeeper area is in rough shape. It's pretty much exposed to the elements out here. It'd be nice to be able to block that in and maybe add some sort of heating source to keep them warm. Because like I mentioned before, it gets pretty cold in here. You can see here, the glass is broken. It'd be nice to replace all this stuff. Just outside our dressing room area, here's our latest fire. Leaking roof. We've had warm weather lately, so have a leak from somewhere, not really sure, but that's something we need to look at. Here on the just outside the ice service is our little referee's room. As you can see, it's very, very small. Light's not working right now. I'm going to have to replace a bulb. I would say this is about 6 feet by 6 feet. Try fitting 4 people in here. It's very tough. Got a heater, barely works, so it gets quite cold in here. That was a quick patch job I did last year. No money to replace it, the whole board. Same with the plywood / plexiglass. As we get closer to the edge of the ice surface. You can almost make out the goal line here. It's about 2.5 inches thick. We don't have an edger. We can't get any lower than that with the Zamboni. Another thing we'd like to do, as you can see down the end, a lot of kids are hanging off the top of the boards. There's no netting, no protective netting there. We'd like to be able to bring extended netting to cover that area as well to ensure the safety of the kids watching over there. Zamboni room. Serious need of drainage. Zamboni. Made in 1970. Hoping to bring this in one day to get it completely reconditioned. Runs on propane. Local petrol can donates the propane for us to use, so that's very, very generous of them. Another issue with the Zamboni is that every time we turn, it seems like the back part isn't leveled, so it will kind of dig into the ice a bit. Goes back to reconditioning the whole Zamboni. We'll try starting the Zamboni up here. usually go first time around. Oh, looks like it's gonna need some help today again. Our daily ritual to start the Zamboni involves a clamp. Propane needs to be primed a little bit for it to start. Put the clamp in place. I'll come up here and see if it'll go for us.
Keep it in, Joe! Shoot!
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Okay, what would you do if St. Laurent had no hockey rink?
Me.
What would you do instead?
I'd play hockey somewhere else.
Okay, play hockey somewhere else. Okay.
Build my own?
You build your own rink. That's awesome.
Probably make one at my house.
You make your own, just like Noah said.
Yes.
Make your own rink.
Yes. I would make my own.
You'd make your own. You know what? Noah and Zoe said the exact same thing.
Playing video games.
Video games?
Or playing outside.
Play hockey in Lundar.
Play hockey in Lundar.
I would totally be outside right now playing around.
Just playing outside?
Playing basketball.
Basketball? You like basketball?
Yeah.
Soccer.
Soccer?
Doing my homework.
Do homework. So you concentrate on school.
Yes.
Just build one.
You'd build one yourself?
Yeah, like you need some help. Like call some people.
I would be playing floor hockey at my house.
Play floor hockey at your house. Okay.
Play soccer.
Play soccer. Okay. What's the weirdest thing you ever got?
A toothbrush. Caramel. I'm gonna
I'm sorry?
I had a weird sucker one time. Oh yeah, a little popcorn ball that was rock hard. An onion.
An onion! Who gave you an onion?
Laurent.
Pills.
Pills!
These Pills, yeah.
What kind of pills?
They're shaped as a pumpkin. And they look like pills, so...
That's so weird. I want to call the cops.
Bologna.
Ramen noodles.
Yeah.
God. Ragu that is 2 years expired.
I've got so